Hello everybody, my name is Anthony, and welcome back to Let's Play Fuhrerreich as Germany. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So we are currently beating the Italians. We basically have pushed them down here to Naples. We're gonna push them very soon out of Italy, out of Sicily, and I guess they're gonna go over to Sardinia over here. I was looking through the event folders, and Italy, just like France, has a similar situation here, the fate of Italy, but I imagine it says one of the following must be true. Own Latium, and the Italians flee to Tripoli. So one of those two has to be true. And, well, we own Latium. We own the entire thing, but because I believe they released Libya as its own independent, or I guess a satellite state. I think the event might just be broken, and we can't install the regime in Italy, disappointingly enough. So we basically have to beat them wholesale. But basically, the Green Army can push through them like absolutely no problem. We're about to push through the Italians in this line, and then purple and red and yellow, and eventually green as well, will all be able to go to the Eastern Front and deal with the Soviets here. The Ottoman Empire, of course, they are still at war with the French, and I guess Belgium as well, but either way, we'll just kind of continue on from where we last left off. So we are slowly closing off the Italians. If we can actually break through right here, it'll be two completely encircled areas, which gives us a nice combat bonus. The Green Army still trying to make their way over. This line should be the entire way through. Okay, so you get some reinforcements here. Apparently we're actually losing, which is surprising. We should be able to take Naples pretty easily. I don't want your expeditionary forces. I generally still think that they're pretty much not great. So yeah, right now Italy has 65 to 102 divisions. And half of those are trapped at the moment. Well, that's if they have 102. If they only have 65, then this is almost their entire army. Yellow Army is still pushing quite well. Are you guys actually holding a line? Let me just take a quick look and make sure there's no actual holes here. Okay, no, y'all do look fine. And as soon as these guys are all ready to go to Eastern Front, I am probably going to do this like a massive assault. I mean, the White Army is still trying to push their way across the river down there. Oh, they are 55 to... yeah, I think this might be like the entirety of the Italian army at the moment. Now we can just basically walk into there and kill them all. Okay, so we've taken Naples. Again, we can basically just march across Italy, like absolutely no problem. And now Italy has 35 to 41 divisions, so we took out a pretty solid chunk of the Italian army. All you guys get over here, basically, you know, just push through those last few provinces. That's absolutely a-okay. We are also technically at war with Albania because they are a puppet state of the Soviets, but I have no way to really get to them, so we'll just ignore them for the time being until eventually either Montenegro or Serbia, Bulgaria, somebody over here we actually go to war with. But I don't think we're going to do that at the moment. We do still need to get troops over to France. I'm not too sure how. We're actually going to get across the strait here. So our navy basically does not exist. We have 22 ships, which might as well be 0 as far as I'm concerned. I mean, when Britain gets involved, they have a bunch of ships. Hopefully then we can make headway here, but of course that's assuming that the British Empire actually declares war on the French. I'm hoping they do, you know, over like colonial stuff or something like that. Okay, either way, these guys over here need to quickly redeploy. Please pause. I'm gonna frontline you guys here. Red is going to frontline. White's actually a bit long. That's a fallback line. You're going to frontline here. And okay, you've actually pushed over the river a little bit. I'm actually gonna just have you stop attacking. Your goal really is to just defend and make sure the Soviets don't push too far in. Yeah, so these guys are all going to redeploy. Yellow, yeah, just march towards the enemy. It's fine. We got our TST divisions. So we can either go for armor research time minus 5%. Everything that has to do with tanks is pretty good. Or we go for motorized. Well, how much motorized do we have in our army compared to your store making 500 a week? What's our actual? We have 27 motorized infantry brigades. We have about 26 tank divisions. Of course, all these tank divisions and the infantry divisions also have motorized in them. But I think it's only for motorized divisions. But actually, get the tanks. Tanks are better. We don't make them as fast, so they actually are more valuable. Of course, the Green Army, for some reason, is getting like split up here. Yeah, you guys go kill them. Green Army keeps advancing. Yellow Army, I'm actually just going to have you also make a front line. Maybe like right there. Yeah, are we losing any extra? It's only the fences that actually matter. We're losing a defense position here. Purple. I'm gonna have you guys stretch out one more tile. Try to defend these two infantry a little bit. You guys actually are getting supplies, disappointingly enough. Because we are pushing our way through here. Green is still doing quite well. Apparently there's no risk of actual air invasion, so that is good. All of these planes actually need to be reassigned because there's no reason for them to be in Italy. Get over here. You guys actually have too many planes, so I'm going to transfer some of you out. And are all the airports now... As soon as they leave, I think they should be okay. Okay, yeah. All the airports are doing quite fine. Inventory superiority. Apparently people know missions. Oh, you actually can't reach there. Okay. Well, then hopefully that should be fine. I mean, we do still have our British volunteers. Hungarians are moving over here where they should be. You know, you guys just hang out here then. I think that's fine. You guys still pushing it forward. How close is Italy to actually capitulating entirely? They are at 27%. So I think as soon as we take the city down here, we should be good to go. Deploy unit. Oh, did my game just crash? It did just crash. Well, the game just crashed, but luckily we actually only lost like half a day of time. Well, let me just go get my clock back set up. But luckily, I don't have to record the first 8 minutes again, which is always a plus for me. Either, so we can basically just continue right away. So yeah, now this is working. I tried to put on the extended NATO counters mod, so you can add more basically NATO counters, so you don't have to have the. We'll see if one of the AI has them. You see a lot with like the little pawn figurine that they sometimes use, but okay, either way. The issue, I believe, has been resolved, so we're all good. The game still wants me to deploy a lot of troops, so I got a few Panzer divisions ready. I got a heavy Panzer division ready, but we're not going to deploy them quite yet because I don't see a good reason to. Also, there's still Switzerland over here, which is, you know, they're there. I could invade them at some point. I might actually do that after we beat the Soviets because, you know, why not? Okay, so you guys are all marching down south. These two guys are here defending. Are all the defenses going well? According to this, it is. Yeah, throw them all back under one theater because they're basically A-okay. And once the troops start arriving to the front line, we can kind of start shifting our expectations a little bit. Can we take Riga, you think? I mean, I know it's over a river, but still. I don't think it hurts to try. Hungarians are all leaving, because why would they want to stay? That would just be silly. We need a front line here. You guys deploy on that line. And these guys should fall pretty quickly. It'd be nice to capitulate the Italians. You guys are still deploying a little bit slowly. Purple, light purple, I should say. Your line is actually a bit thin, my dudes. We need to fix that right away. Okay, so these people actually have arrived. So, Orange, your front line can shrink. Teal's front line can also shrink. Your front line can shrink. I mean, it's going to be like, actually, stretch this out one. And then shrink yellow. Please, let me, edit you. Thank you. And then yellow will shrink by one province. I mean, they're going to be, like, extremely thin, but that's okay. And now we're just waiting for, yeah, this army. Where are most of them arrived? Most of them are there. Not all of them yet. And also, that means we are going to have to shift all of our combat expectations of these troops. So white can be shrunk back down to here, because they should be okay for the time being. And then I'm just going to immediately delete all of these plans, because they don't need to be there anymore. So, not this green. This green, your objective is to spearhead and take basically there. Your objective really hasn't changed much. White, your objective is now to push your way to this river. I think that makes sense. You guys up here have a very, very thin line, so you're basically just going to try to push to this city. Kind of like that. I think that makes sense. Your guys are going to advance towards Kiev. You guys are going to try to advance to this side of the river up here. Yellow's objective is going to be to push their way up to Pskov. I mean, it's going to be a little bit trickier with them, because there's actually is yeah, something like that. And then I think you still need an objective, which is basically just going to be capture Minsk and take that part of the river. And I think that's everybody covered. Your front line actually... no, it's... Your front line... Whoever's the front line... Whoever this is needs to extend their front line. So everything is actually covered at the moment. And then all of our troops will arrive. And then eventually we'll have green and the rest of yellow showing up as well, which will be nice. They can try to push our way through here. You guys really should... You know, green can just be on like a super aggressive... Oh, they're already on aggressive battle plan. So you think they actually would have gotten these things done a little bit faster, but apparently not. Oh, Italy. Sure. Give me your support equipment. I mean, I won't say no. You guys are yellow, and they're still trying to arrive. Can I just have you on, yeah, strategically redeploy. You gotta get all the way up there, like, as fast as humanly possible. They're not gonna have, like, a huge amount of troops actually defending this line at the moment. Okay, so Italy is actually capitulated, which is fantastic news. So green, I can have you... Oh, you guys can actually just attack and kill this one Soviet troop. So I think one of these lines is still a little bit too long. Can I deploy green somewhere else? Answer is like not really, I think. We can go up here, like Finland. Can I can I justify a war against Finland, invade Finland, and then attack them from the north? I think that's actually what I'm going to try to do. So green, you're going to deploy all the way up into the North Arctic. So you guys have fun with that. Blue, my nice glorious troops here. You guys have a much bigger area to actually garrison. Garrison here, here. Basically, we're going to garrison all the Italian ports. Okay, garrison Priest. The coast down here. And garrison Sicily. I don't think, you know, we actually don't need to garrison France anymore. I think the French can hopefully deal with that themselves. Especially if there's actually not going to be any resistance up here. So that is going to leave us with a lot, I'm assuming. It's actually not telling me how many troops it needs to do that. I don't know. I don't know why it's not telling me how many troops I actually need to garrison all this, but sure. Okay, there we go. We need 108th Division to actually guard all of it. I mean, you're close enough. Like, you know, I can train like a handful more troops. Like 20 more divisions, and then we can deploy them afterwards. For the most part, I think they're fine. You guys should be good to go. I mean, this steel guy's feeling pretty confident with his abilities at the moment. Everybody else, not so much. If division's still preparing, someone not in position, that's fair enough. I am going to start fabricating a claim on Finland at the moment, like right now. We need one political power, so we'll wait a day, and then we'll fabricate our claim on them. Because they won't give me military access. And I don't know what's going to happen with spread propaganda in the churches. Can you also invade Norway? Because Norway would also have a border with the Russians. Nah, I just think a land invade. We'll just land invade you guys up here. Once I have one more political power. Oh no, our political power is actually going down. Occupation, Polish citizenship. Never mind, we're actually not going to get that yet. But I'm sure that's fine. And once everybody's actually in position, I will try to do like a full... I don't know why they don't... Even when I tell them to strategically redeploy, they don't do it. And I don't know why they don't do it. As far as I can tell, there should be no reason why they wouldn't. How do I get, like, 5 more political power? Occupations. Well, who am I? I'm occupying Italy right now. 0.3. You're taking 1 political power. Let's go with generalist at the moment, just so I can actually get the 25 I need, and then we go back to a regular occupation. I mean, not like I don't know how many factories are actually in Italy. I mean, there's a decent amount. We have 174 factories at the moment. Okay, now when we get up to 25, we'll start fabricating a claim. I'm just going to give this territory to Sweden as soon as we get it. So we have our better close air support. We can invent a new plane if we want. I mean, we're already really getting most of our 1940 planes. 1940, the computing machine makes sense. Okay, well this attack is not working. Nobody at the moment should be attacking. We can defend across the entire line, that's fine, but I don't want anybody actually engaging in hostilities. You guys are still moving all up north. So you are going to be done on February 15th. So a few months from now, but I'm assuming this is also the entirety. They have 32 to 41 divisions. What the hell? How? What? Jesus Christ. Okay then, well, shit. I mean, Void Finland, you should join my faction. I mean, I know you can't. They also don't like me. I'm assuming because I'm fabricating a claim on them. Yeah, nah, that's fair. Understandable. Let me just make sure there's no holes in the line. I mean, there isn't, so I think we're just going to go for like a mass attack across the entirety of Russia. Because most of them, you know, they are relatively weak, I would say, all things considered. I mean, we're attacking just before winter. That's generally would be seen as a bad move, but, you know, I'm okay with it. I'm not too worried. So what do we actually need to deploy these troops? What are we actually missing? We're missing infantry equipment, actually. We still need 17,000 rifles. Which I will admit is quite a bit. As soon as these garrison troops are ready to deploy as well, I'm just going to deploy them immediately. I don't care how their, everything else is doing. Like, I don't get they no training or anything. They're really just there to guard the ports. Because right now, if you look at our faction, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good for us. But I think it's going to be a good time to end this episode. Thanks for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, remember a thumbs up. If not enjoy, you can always thumb down. If you want to subscribe, and goodbye.